So let's look at nature's pin bar ice trap first. New England, early February 2022, and there it is. Couldn't be any cleaner than that. And you may say, well, Peter, what is that? That is a puddle of water. That is water pouring off of the roof and forming a little lake on my walkway here. And you can see the ice and stuff forming. And so that's nature's pin bar ice trap right there. Right. All right, so we're ready to go in and take a look and see at what a currency pair's pin bar ice trap looks like. So I'm going to put some slides up. There's 3 of them, and I want to show you this pin bar. So the first slide shows a 1-hour pound dollar chart. This is on the 3rd of Feb of 2022. So you can see at the far right edge there, we've got an 88 pip pin bar. I think that's what it is. I may have to adjust this. I haven't really measured it. I measured it quickly earlier this morning when I got up, and I thought, holy shit, I gotta talk about this. So there's your pin bar on the 1-hour chart. Let's drop that down now to the 15-minute chart and take a look and see what it looks like. And as you can see, it's a little jagged. It spreads itself out just a little bit. Well, let's drop down onto the 5-minute chart. Now, what do you think is going on here? Let's go back and take a look at the hour chart. Take a look back again at the 5-minute chart. So what? It's a pin bar, Peter, so what? It's a pin bar ice trap. You notice that on the 1-hour chart, that blue line, moving average line, was a 55 period. That's a long period on a 1-hour chart. That price blew right through that. And if you look at what's happening here, we might have a regression to the mean event occurring, and that's closing the gap and trapping everybody. You see that before, let me put the thing back up if I haven't already done that. The price has been it's gone way down, that's gone way back up. Those are a couple of 100 pip moves that we're looking at. And then all of a sudden, boom, you get this explosion. Why? The horizontal line across there is a daily support zone. So let's think about, we'll come on back to reality here. Let's think about what this means as far as order flow or what's going on. That pin bar happened earlier this morning. It's probably 8:30 about right now, something like that. So probably 6 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock this morning. I have to go back and look at the chart and get exactly what time that happened. But the point is, in Europe, in the UK, pound dollar, got it right. So let's say it's 6 o'clock this morning. It'd be 11 o'clock, or getting toward the end of their day. Why would that happen? What's going on? What do you think the order flow is happening? What is or are the institutional traders setting us up for? Do you think it's real retail traders that are creating that pin bar? Yeah, I don't think so. It may be retail traders that are reacting to that which of them are there? It's 6 o'clock in the U.S. and much later in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning in London. So what's going on? Are the retail traders in the UK or the Eurozone creating that problem? Or is it the institutional traders that have decided, hey, we got an awful lot of guys that are long. Let's boost them all along. Let's get everybody involved. Let's build up this position that we have, and then let's just sell it all out. I don't know. You could postulate all you want. But if you're trading out there worrying about what the retail investing population or trading population is doing and listening to the retail traders talking about their freaking bat patterns and all the rest of the shit that's out there, you're on the wrong track. You're going to get caught in the ice with that pin bar. Could be a 20 pip pin bar, could be a 200 pip pin bar. I had an example that I posted, I think it was this past summer, where I had a 132 pip pin bar move on a 1 minute chart. 132 pips. What causes these things? They're not black swans, they're not anomalies. They happen all the time. So if you're going to be trading, don't get caught in a pin bar ice trap, okay? And you say, well, how do I avoid that? Put a stop. Don't carry your trades overnight, because this is the kind of stuff that happens overnight. Now the question is, for those people that did carry over, maybe they had stops, maybe they were short and they had stops. Do you think that early part of that pin bar is going to hit that stop? I mean, what kind of liquidity was there at that time? It could have been just one big institutional trader saying, hey, let's drop $300 million into this thing. Let's get it a spike. We'll wipe out all the guys that are short because we'll hit all their stops for sure. We'll hit out all the long-term shorts because their stops will be way up there at this daily support zone, because that's where all these guys are going to be putting their things. That line is a daily support line that goes back years. I put that line on there. Now how valid it is today or not, I don't know. And what's going to happen tomorrow or later in the day with this pin bar, I don't know. But you know what? You know who cares about it? The people that got caught in the ice with that thing. That's who's going to care about it. And they're going to blame the stop hunters and all the rest of this stuff. But somebody out there was looking for liquidity to bring that price down. We got build it on. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? You put $300,000 or $3 million? I don't know what it takes to early in the morning at that particular time, or late in the day when everybody is in Europe is heading for lunch, and the major part of the business is over with, and some big institutional trader goes, let me run this thing up. Or a bunch of them are trying to get out of positions they just don't want to be in. And there isn't enough liquidity where they currently are. And so they run that thing up 80 pips. You know, at $10 a pip, that's $800 a lot. So what if you had 10,000 lots? So you lose that money on the way up, and then you just throw the kitchen sink out the window, and the whole market collapses around you. And then they'll make that money up in a heartbeat. Be very, very wary of carry trades, of the initiation of high momentum moves that are close to major support zones or resistance zones. Let me throw that 5-minute chart back up. And again, you're going to see that horizontal line. And you can see that momentum starting to increase. And there are a lot of people that are going to get in there and go, let's get on the buy wagon. Let's get on the buy wagon. This thing is going to go to the moon. It did go to the moon. And you just kept buying and going in and going in and going in. And the other banks, maybe there was some large institution that just couldn't take that heat. Their trader got in at the wrong time, and somebody found that out and said, okay, we're going to take this guy out. Somebody made a shithouse full of money today. And somebody got caught in a pin bar ice trap. Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading. Have a great day and have a great trading day. And don't get caught in a pin bar ice trap.